Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with Brad, but he has the headphones on. We be cleaning house. It's Veda Day 17, August 17th, 2022, Wednesday afternoon at 3:18 p.m. It's another lovely day out. That I can tell you guys. I'm trying to move this one. Okay, there we go. You see the flowers? Brad got me? Yeah. Brad's trying to find the duster. We'll see how well he does. I already did the kitchen, did dishes, cleaned everything off, cleaned out the fridge, vacuumed the rug, swept and mopped, started a little dishes, started a load of in the washing machine. Did you find it? You did. He's got the headphones on. So yeah, we're coming to, last night I showed you guys real fast what my room is looking like. It's coming together. I plan on finishing that today. I'm like, there's so much stuff to be done. We've been really busy lately getting things done, and it's just, there's so much stuff to do. You just feel like you're kind of running, because you kind of are. So, let's see if I can find my vape. La la la. Nope, that's not it. Yep, that's it. That's one of them. There's another one of them. Haha. So anyway, I need to groom dogs still. That's not going to happen today. I need to groom, do a full groom on Jelly Bean. But she has such sparse hair. And it's not like she's missing, it's just very thin hair that I think I'm gonna have to leave her back and stuff longer than I have been. So, did you get it? That's not the right kind. Not listening. Anyway, I need to do her sanitary, do her nails. I need to do the other two dogs, their nails. But I want to finish my room. I also need to clean the laundry room, because Mr. Heidi has been taking, when he does the lint out of the dryer, and he just throws it, and there's a big mountain of lint and used dryer sheets. And I looked in there and I'm like, oh no. So I'm going to need to go in there and clean that,
Are you telling on me?
Yeah, about the lint in the laundry room. The mountain of lint.
Well, at least I do work on laundry.
Well, I know, but you could throw away the lint.
Well, I'm throwing it by the garbage can.
Well, it's a fire hazard. Do you know this?
I do.
Do you care?
I do.
No, he doesn't.
That's
You couldn't find the yellow ones in there?
Oh, I thought these were...
Well, there's those, and then there's the yellow ones. They're double-sided.
Okay, I'll just use these.
You gonna put it on?
I will.
Are you having trouble? You just want to listen to me now, don't
I do.
you? So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to have to kind of sit and decide what I'm going to do. I am going to finish my room today. He wanted to stop so he could work on those memory things. Do you want me to show them so far what you have? These are turning out beautiful so far. Okay, so there's this one, which is the single. He's going to cut a backing, and then he's going to have in resin the picture, and then, it would be up to that person if they wanted to get a little metal plate. They could attach themselves, or what. You could put a paw print on the back if you wanted. So there's that one. And then there's this one I absolutely love because of the character of the wood and stuff. See, and that's the back side. Isn't that nice? It's just so pretty. So, yeah. And, of course, he can do it in different color stains and stuff. We just haven't really loved this color stain. So, this one will have Nixie and Charlie photo in it. We're going to do a couple for us, and then use them for demonstration, too. And this one will have Jelly bean.
You know, one of the ones I want to do is, you know, that wedding picture of my great grandparents.
Yeah, you can do it for people too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a wedding picture of his great grandparents
Taken in 1914.
in China or here.
Here.
Here, but they were of Chinese descent.
Yes.
Yes, and it's a really cool picture. So we're gonna do. He wants to do that. You know, because it can be a memory plaque, or it can be just an everyday. Maybe they're a graduation photo, or a wedding photo, or birth of a baby. I mean, anything. You know, engagement photo. Just it's endless what you want to do. He's working on that, but he wanted to stop everything to mess with that. I'm like, oh no, we're not having anything fun until we get this house cleaned up. Because you guys ever wake up and I come out to the kitchen, and it's not like he did anything horrible in the kitchen. But I woke up and I came out here and I looked around and I'm like, oh my God. It was like a cyclone hit this house. You know, we've been so busy and stuff, and then, so, you know, if you're busy in one room, then you kind of neglect the other room, and it was like, holy heck. So, it was crazy. But that's why I'm like, we gotta clean this, because this is, you know, no, this is just bad. So, that's what we're working on. Like I said, I'll have to either, I need to clean the laundry room. I need to groom my animals. I also need to go into the craft room and put away the stuff that's of mine that's already been brought in. So then Brad can bring in some of his stuff. But there's only so much time, and I know I can only do so much with my arm. My arms, ooh, both of them really been hurting. Because we've been doing so much. But we'll get there. I'm not complaining too much. It's arthritis. Everybody has some. You know, this one, of course, is far worse, but I manage. I did wake up this morning. I didn't go to sleep until, what, about 6:30 this morning?
Something like that.
And I woke up, I woke up by 9:30 because I was in that much pain with the shoulder stuff. So, it is what it is. We all have our good days and our bad days. Not this is a bad day. This is a good day. This week has gone pretty well so far. Been a good week. Yeah, well, you know, it's a standard 24 hours every day still, but, you know, it's it's been a good week, so. You should see when Brad does this. It's called cloud chasing. If you watch anybody vape and they do the extremely big, that's called cloud chaser. Brad does huge. This is just some of the Delta 8. Helps with the pain bit. So, that's what we've been doing. Like I said, I have to sit and decide what I'm going to do when, and have it be where it worked for you. You never did tell me what worked for you. Do you need me to go into the craft room tomorrow and put away some stuff?
Let me give it some thought.
Okay, because I got to arrange when I'm grooming dogs and stuff. Because not the big dogs aren't the problem, it's this little one.
Yeah, the little demon dog.
She's having a heat cycle, which doesn't really matter because she's diapered anyway, but Lord, she's just been crazy. And Brad said, well, she's got raging hormones. Like, you're right. I mean, she acts super clingy and insecure right now. I mean, I'm surprised she's not on me or him. And it's just, I don't know, but then she wants to fight you on everything. She wants to be so defiant because she's feeling very secure, but then the hormones and stuff. So, Jelly Bean, quit chewing on yourself. She does this. But, yeah, she's been a handful lately. She's just, you know, and I think she equates with, if she gets in trouble for doing something, I think she equates it with she's going to be punished. And so then she gets super clingy because she's afraid that you're going to maybe stop loving her or something. I tell you what, speaking of pets and stuff, it just breaks your heart. Like I said, we love the pet shelter called Tender Mercies um, here in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. And you can also board your dogs out there. But the number of puppies and dogs that they witness being thrown away by owners or being just dumped on the side of the road. And they found one little guy who was, I tell you what, if I had like some land attached to my trailer, I probably might be begging Bradford to adopt this one because it is a Beagle Terrier mix. It's a little puppy. Um, it's got swelling on the brain. It's better today. Yesterday it was totally unresponsive. But the number of animals, and I mean, they're they owe the vet a lot of money, and so, like I said, that's what I want to talk with them. We'll talk with them about, you know, donating the hats, and they can sell those if they want, because it doesn't matter if they sell them for $1 or two or three. People will buy it if they know that money's going directly for the shelter anyway, and all that is just pure donation because uh that and some of my paintings. I had another idea is that maybe those of us, there's a whole group of us on Facebook that um, belongs to the group Tender Mercies, and see if we wanted to all chip in things and have like a garage sale even out there or something. I've seen other shelters do that to raise money, so just some different ideas that I have. Or some different crafters that we could set up some different things for sale. Uh, you know, so I have some ideas on that too. Whether or not it would be where we could individually do it and put it all in the same group online. But then the problem is people a lot of times want you to deliver stuff, and with gas prices and stuff, I don't really want to do that. Nor do I really want people out here picking up stuff. So we'll figure it out. I guess well, Tender Mercies isn't real close, but I guess you could always decide to do that as a destination of picking up things in hopes that maybe somebody will see a dog out there that needs to be adopted and go through the process. Um, so I've been thinking on that a lot. Got to work out today. That will help. I'll tell you what, ever since I started working out, my lungs have power has increased a lot. You know. There was something else I was going to talk about and I can't remember. I did finish a hat, but I forgot it in back, so I'll have to show it tomorrow. Because, we've been busy enough and stuff. It's taken me longer to get the hat done, but, I'm eager to start with looming a new one because I have that yarn come in from Leanne's mom. So I already pulled some of them, like the pipsqueak and some of the, it's almost like a crushed velvet and stuff. So, of course, and then there was some homespun in there. I can recognize that stuff at 50 paces, man. So getting that going. My roof's shaping up, isn't it?
It is. It is really coming along nicely.
Yeah.
You've been working your keister off.
Well, I'm getting excited. The house is coming together, and that makes me very excited.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It makes me very, very excited to see the house coming together, that we're starting to figure out that this belongs in this room, this belongs in that room. What was in those two boxes? Was it paint?
Paint.
Okay.
Paint, and then that one box was kind of a menagerie of different stuff.
Okay. I have a pail out there
Mm-hmm.
that will need to go out there, and then the candle making stuff needs to go back there.
Okay.
I still haven't gotten, I know what I want to talk about. I still haven't gotten a used crock pot, but we haven't really been any place yet, but I really do want to get one so I can pour wax. Because see, I like a crock pot because you can pour a good number of candles at the same time. If I'm going to commit the time that I'm going to be pouring some candles, like say for the year, or at least 6 months, then I want to have where I can do this. So, I will in time. I also want to do some canning. Carol and I were talking early this morning. She knows I was on Facebook. She was like, can't sleep either. We're both, neither one of us can. And, but she was talking about this cranberry sauce that I think it was her sister-in-law uh, had the recipe, and it's a real easy recipe. Of course, Brad then knew of adding in,
Grand Marnier.
yeah, to make more of an orange flavored. I think probably that cuts some of the bitterness.
I first saw that recipe when I was running the liquor store.
Well, I assumed that, yeah.
And I printed up a bunch of copies, and
I remember that.
Yeah, every year people wanted copies of that recipe
Yeah.
because they absolutely loved it.
So then Carol and I were talking about canning, and of course I want to do some canning. I have, but I'm just a little afraid of what the jars are going to cost, and the lids. But that would be a good investment, though, if we can find a decent price.
Yeah.
Dear.
Yes.
If we can find a decent price on them, because I would love to. And then I have to be able to find the produce.
Yeah.
We need to investigate some of the local farms and stuff. I really would like to be able to can some tomatoes. We could even do our own spaghetti sauce without the meat. People just add meat later. I don't want to can meat. I'd be nervous about canning meat. I know a lot of people who do, but I'm just restarting out in this. I would like to can salsa. I would like to make salsa and can it. I don't think I'm going to do the pickles this time. Last time I did dill pickles. I don't think I'm going to this time.
That one batch of salsa that you made, I
Yeah.
mean, it's been probably 20 years ago, but God, that stuff was so amazing.
It was. And that was the first time I ever made it. But I would like to do, like some fruit, you know. Got all my apple poured. I'm going to be making or pulled. You go through in your crisper the apples that are getting a little old looking. Maybe they got a bruise or something, and you pull those once you buy new apples. And then you, like I told you guys yesterday, you either make an apple pie or you make chunky applesauce. Maybe you're going to do some apple chips, dehydrated. But, Brad, no, I don't want to waste anything. If I don't have to, I won't waste it. Because, stuff is so expensive. But, yeah, if I can find a good price on produce and a good price on canning jars and stuff. And the canning jars you can use over and over and over again. It is an investment. I'm going to start pricing those out. Hello?
The canning jars. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure who has the cheapest ones.
Well, I don't know.
I know when I was at DG that we sold a ton of them, but I just don't know the availability, that other stores had.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to price out like Walmart and stuff like that. See what we're looking at. I used to have a lot of canning jars, but of course, you can't. You only take so much stuff with you.
Yep.
And you're like, is it worth the price of what I'm taking with me to have to pay even for just the gas to drive clear across the country, or if you were hiring movers, But I would like to do some canning.
Yeah.
I really do. If I don't get a can anything else, I'd like to at least can salsa and tomato products.
That would be good.
I would really like to do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. Getting to be that time of year, getting to be fall, I got that itch. Fall time, most of us, we got that. We want to decorate for fall. We want to get, I'm already dreaming about all the pumpkin scents and pumpkin everything. And, I love fall. It's my favorite season. Especially love any of the Halloween stuff. Now, we're the house that has a zombie head in the tree year-round. I always have a head somewhere. I have, since out in Wyoming even, I always have a head and some hands sticking out of a pot or something. Year-round. People probably think I forgot it, but what I'm going to start doing is, I think seasonally, I'm going to start dressing up my zombie head. He'll have like a Christmas Santa hat, and, maybe for Easter I'll put a headband with the ears on it. I mean, there's one house way down, I'm going to say yonder. They have this great big skeletal T-Rex.
Yeah.
And they dress it up. You know, they'll put like a football jersey on it, or, you know, seasonally.
We already told them about the rabbit that we put out on the AC at Fox Hill.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
It's with
It's fun.
it
It's
was.
fun. You enjoy doing that. Like I said, I enjoy the change of the seasons. That is one thing nice about here is you do have more of the seasonal changes. 'Cause in Florida, you just barely kind of sort of might have had fall. Not really. Something was always in bloom. A lot around here, that's true too. There's usually stuff blooming. But there's much more of a seasonal change. You get all the beautiful fall foliage colors. It's just breathtaking. So, you know, as an artist and somebody who loves fall, I love the fall, the scent of the leaves, the sound of the leaves, crunchy leaves walking in a you know, because basically being from Wyoming, it was a real big treat if you got to enjoy the fall leaf before it snowed, and they were just a sloppy mess then. You know, and you might not see those leaves again until spring thaw, the 2 days that you have spring before it gets into summer. Yeah, but so the years that you did, I remember as a kid raking up, of course, the leaves into a great big pile and jumping into them. You know, nothing better than that. Always loved that. But yeah, I love fall. Of course, I like Easter too. I like them. I like seasonal
You
changes.
just like the holidays.
Well, seasonal change, just kind of a change of Well, not so much. I'm not as much into the holidays actually as I used to be. I am, but I'm not. Maybe it's just a change. It's not so much the gifts and stuff, it's more of the meaning of the holiday. Even though we are spiritual, but we are not church affiliated, and I don't care to go to for church. Nothing against people that love that, but it's just not for me. You know, it's, Brad doesn't enjoy it either. We already did our time in church, you know, and I could go into the whole thing of that, but I'm not gonna because I don't talk politics or religion. You know, I believe you have a right to believe in whatever you want, but now it's more of like the colors and the scents and just all of that. Still the wonder in a kid's eyes when they see lights and when they might see Santa, whether or not they're afraid of him or not. You know, the wonder in the child's eyes, wondering if Santa's going to bring gifts and hoping for this or that. It's not about the commercialism, and it's not about all of the stress or any of that. Of course, for us, we don't really have any of that because, you know, it's just us and stuff. There's good things and bad things about not really having a core unit family right around you. You learn to be very independent. You learn to, you know, make the most of stuff on your own. And we don't. If you have a large family, there's always somebody there, which I can see advantage and disadvantage, and vice versa. So, you know, I don't know. I'm in a good spot. It took me a long time to get used to what's gone on with family and stuff, and you know, Brad will tell you I've cried a million tears over, especially, you know, what was done with my father and stuff. But I'm healing. I feel like I'm healing. Are you okay?
Mhm.
What was that? The knee?
No,
What's wrong?
my knee.
Your knee hurts?
Yeah.
Do you know where your braces are?
It's in the washer.
Oh,
Will be in
okay.
the washer.
Don't put them in the dryer. They have to hang up to dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any braces like that, you don't put them in the dryer.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. I'm glad you said something that they were in a washer.
Oh, they will be. I don't. They're in
They're
that.
not in. Okay.
Yeah, they're in.
I
that
know.
building.
We got a lot of laundry to do. You know, like I said, we've been so busy moving stuff and sorting through stuff that then a lot of just the normal stuff like laundry and stuff is like, holy moly, you know. But we'll get it.
Oh yeah.
It's good to be productive. It's good to be busy. I mean, you know, you don't have near as much time either to think about being depressed and stuff when you're busy just doing life,
hmm
you know. But
You got to make the most of it.
you do every day.
You know.
Every day like that, you know. Brad does a little bit and then he sits down waiting for pain meds to kick in, you know. So, you took your morning pills?
I did.
Okay. Yeah. My blood sugar was 121 this morning, and what was your 91?
91.
His was 91. I've been helping him test his blood because of the hand tremors and stuff. Very hard for him to not accidentally jab the testing strip or dislodge it. So I've been helping him do that, you know.
And I do appreciate that.
Well, you can't help the hand tremors. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Somebody one time told me they hate it when I say that, and I'm like, tough. It is what it is. So, other than that, do you have anything you want to talk about?
No, just, you know, like you said, it is what it is. You just got to keep pushing on.
Yep.
You know, and just don't give up.
Never
you know?
give up. Always try to look for the good in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I certainly have my dark days, and you guys have seen that. Brad has his too. I think most of us suffer from usually some degree of depression or general sadness, especially as we get older.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, then you look, sometimes you look outside and you'll open your window and it will just, it's like, wow, it is beautiful out. You know, I like every morning, Brad put the bird feeder where I can see it out my bedroom window, and also the bird house and the bird bath. And man, you'll get those, you know, 3 to 4 birds on the bird feeder, rocking and rolling it. And then you'll get birds underneath there eating too. And I enjoy watching that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I get emotionally invested in my birds,
Yep.
even. You know, and like if you lived around where there was just one certain squirrel all the time, you're kind of like, hey, you know, you look forward to seeing them. Like I said, my goose friend had an extra head for a while. You know, I really think it was a parasitic twin. I don't know. You know, but it didn't seem to bother him any. And like I said, it's deflated. So, you know, because I didn't know if I had to chase him down and, you know, try to wrangle him some to see if that was, if he was okay or if that was just, you know, like an abscess or something. You know, the mom in me always going to want to, you know,
Well, I can see
fix
you doing
animals. I would if I didn't
You
think
know.
I was going to get pecked to death.
that. Yeah.
And then I would probably have somebody stop and go, what the heck do you think you're doing?
Yep.
I'd probably get the popo called on me, and I'm trying to explain to him I wasn't trying to hurt him, but I just want to make sure if he's okay or not. And he would be like, ma'am, that's not your job. You need to leave that to Game and Fish. And I'm like, but
Yeah. But look at the poor guy.
don't handcuff me, please. If you're going to handcuff me, at least have them be the fuzzy ones, okay? With a quick release tab, preferably. Yes, I'm still in my nightgown. I do have a skirt on though. I won't be bending over and showing Brad all my moon. But, be quiet there. Be quiet there.
Sweet and innocent.
But, so after I get done cleaning house, I'm going to shower and stuff. Aren't you glad you know all that? So, with that being said, I love you guys. And I do cherish your friendship so very much. I hope you're all doing well. Big extra hugs to my friend Kathy. Big extra hugs gently to Leanne. Big extra hugs to my friend Carol. Be scouting out jars for me. Let me know. We need to go on a canning fest. You and I are just going to can everything except for meat. I don't do meat. And some people can flour, which I just don't see the point of.
Yeah, me neither.
Unless you're buying that in such big things and you're worried about getting I don't remember what they're called, some certain kind of little, almost maggot-looking things in there.
Yeah,
That can be solved with, you won't get that if you put a stick of mint gum in your stuff, a wrapper and all. They won't come near it.
Or why wouldn't, I mean, you could always freeze it too, I would
Some
think.
people do. So, I don't know. Whatever works for them, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? Used to be canning jars got handed down generation to generation and stuff. But then a lot of people don't can now.
No.
I love to preserve stuff.
Yep.
You know? So, anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. And Everybody say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.